Hey friends, welcome back to my channel, Naked Fusion. Every pot of yam pottage tells a different story. The method, almost the same. But the soul changes with what goes in. In this new series, I will be exploring yam pottage in 4 ways. Same roots, different flavors, different moods. And today we begin the farmer's pottage with a hearty rustic version that celebrates the simplicity and strength of everyday ingredients. Yeah, it is comfort food, it's tradition, it's something deeper than just yam. Stay with me to the end. You might see yam pottage in a whole new light. So we're starting off with farmer's pottage, and it's farmer's pottage because it combines plantains, sweet potato, and yams together. So we're using that with some pumpkin leaf, some palm oil, some blended tomatoes, and some smoked fish and crayfish. This is what we'll be using. So the first thing I did was to wash my yam, my potato, and my plantains, and then I'm going to peel my potato. You can use your knife to peel your potato, or if you have a speed peeler at home, you can use it to peel the potato. So I'm just going to peel my potatoes, and then do the same with the plantains and the yams. Now you can cut your potatoes to the size you want to. I'm just cutting mine into small sizes, and that's because I need the food to cook on time, because this particular pottage is going to be slow cooked. So I'm just going to, and it's going to take a while, so I need to just cut it in small sizes so it can quickly also cook. Doesn't take a longer time. So I'm using plantains that are not overly ripe. They are ripe, they're just that ripe that is the steady ripe. That's the kind of ripe we're looking for. Same thing, I'm just cutting my plantains into small chunks. When cutting your yams, please ensure that you take out the peels very properly. And then after you cut your yam, you're going to wash that properly, wash it like twice. Same with the potato. So after I've prepared all my ingredients, I'm going to, into a hot pan, I'm going to add some palm oil. If you see, the palm oil I'm adding is not so much. So we're starting off with that palm oil, and then into that palm oil I'm going to be adding some of the crayfish, and then I'm going to add my tomato. Tomatoes is a lot, not too much, but it's just okay. It's okay. It should be moderate enough to give flavor to the dish. After that, I'm going to mix. To this, I'm going to also add my seasonings. I'll be adding some stock cube to my tomato base. I'll be adding some crayfish powder. It's a seasoning, crayfish seasoning, and I'm going to mix that up. So to this, I'm just going to add my yams, and it's on very low heat right now. You can see I've not added any water at this point, so I'm just going to add my yams. and I'm going to mix them together and ensure that that tomato base like covers up the yam, like it's mixed properly. The reason for this is so that the yam absorbs this liquid very slowly, and at the same time it will still cook. So I'm just going to mix that up like that. I ended up adding the remaining crayfish. So I'm gonna mix that up again. Once you have finely coated your yams like this, cover your pot and allow that to cook on low heat. After some time, I came and I checked. I can see little bubbly movement in my pot. It's actually slow cooking. So I'm just going to mix that up again. The whole process for this particular yam pottage is to just continue mixing so that the sides that of the yams that are down, you can flip them up to the other side so that you see they cook evenly. So you can see, just continuously doing that. That is what you will continue to do. Continue checking your yams. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I was cooking 4 different yam pottage on the same day. So what I just added now is a stock of stockfish that I had in the freezer, and then I'm just going to break in my smoked fish. I'm using smoked mala. You can use whatever protein you want. If you've got beef or chicken or turkey or smoked fresh fish or just fresh fish, whatever you want to use. This is what I had available in my freezer, so I'm just using up most of the things that is in my freezer. So after I've done that, I'm just going to add little water. I'm going to be adding water gradually. Because we don't want that runny type of pottage. We don't want that type of pottage yet. We have one of this video has one with a runny, more liquidy pottage. So we're just going to add water little by little, and then we'll cover this up and allow to cook. After some time, I checked and it's not bubbling yet. I just added some onions and I covered that back up. You can see some steam. You see the oil has floated to the top, and then we're cooking. The yams are cooking nicely. They are getting softer. They are changing from their very whitish color to, it's taking up the tomatoes color if you look closely. So that's what we're trying to achieve. This yam to slow cook and absorb this sauce. So what you see me doing is tasting. I'm tasting. Some people have a habit of not tasting. You need to taste your food as you go. So I'm tasting to check the level of salt and all that. You can see that the water has reduced. The liquid has reduced in this pot. You can see that it has reduced compared to when we first put it. So to this now, I'll be adding my potato. I left my potato in water just so it doesn't change color. It doesn't oxidize. So always leave your potatoes in water. So I'm just going to add my potatoes at this point because the yams are like literally almost cooked. They're almost cooked. Let's say about 90% or 20% cooked. So I'm just going to add sweet potato, and because it's more harder compared to the plantains. So the plantains, we're just going to put this step by step, and you need to be calculative. As soon as you feel your yam almost there, put your potatoes in and then mix that up again. And as you do this, once this food cooks, the potato is going to take some of the sauce or some of the seasoning and absorb it. So you need to constantly taste for seasoning. As you go. As you saw, I added some water, and that's so we can let this potato and yam move freely and cook. So I have tasted, like I said, you need to constantly taste. I've tasted and I needed to add peppers to this because there's no pepper. We are Nigerians. I'm Nigerian. I like pepper, but not when the pepper takes the whole flavor of the dish. So just added some dried pepper to that, and I'm going to cover that up and allow that to cook. So back to my porridge. I'm checking again, and this is what it's looking like. It's looking good. And to that, I'm going to add my plantains and I'm going to mix this up. Plantains do not need to stay too long on the heat. They do not need to stay too long, and that's why I am putting that as the last. Like I said, take your seasoning and adjust to your tastes. So that has been covered up and allowed to cook. And now I am checking again. If you see, our yams have absorbed this sauce. So today I'm going to be adding some scent leaf. That scent leaf, I added very little scent leaf. And then I'm going to add some pumpkin leaves as well. You can see the consistency of our yam. We are not mashing any of this yam. We are not like going to mash any of them. We're just going to stir them and then try to stir them gently so that they don't even break. So this is the consistency. It's not liquidy, it's not runny. It's just, it's just there. So because I'm about to stop cooking, because right now I've already I just switched off my stove. So I've added to ugu, and the remaining steam in this pot is hot enough to cook this vegetable. So we don't want our vegetables overcooked. So this is literally everything about our farmer's pottage. Let me know in the comment section how you prepare your own farmer's pottage. Like I said, you can use whatsoever protein of your choice. You can use beef, you can use chicken, you can use turkey, you can use smoked fish, fresh fish, whatever you want. You can use assorted. So I'm just clearing up my freezer, and then I am cooking with what I have available. So there we have it, our farmer's pottage. It's very easy to make, very delicious for those who like pottage. Funny enough, I do not like yams, but I'm just going to dish this up for my staff to have a taste of it. As always, thanks for watching and sticking to the end of this video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. This is a full series and you don't want to miss out on any part. So hit the subscribe button. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, share this video. Till next time, keep exploring.